Boys, what's happening, my boys? Yes,
Yep.
sir. Ball forever. Hey, hey, you know what the fuck going on? I got the gang in effect. I got Big Walk.
2-0.
I got Big Jizzle.
You know,
I
you
got Big
know.
Hefe bringing Big Falcon energy. Falcon 2-0. Y'all see how I'm coming early with it, man. I had an invitation to go to the game Sunday. I should have went back to back because I looked like I missed a good one. They was lit in there. But we're gonna start it off like this, man. So last week we did overreaction, and not overreaction. Right now we're gonna come back on it. We all laid our picks out. We're gonna start being held accountable for our picks, and we gonna do proud of my picks. Say it again, AJ. I'm fucking up. How the segment go? Introduce segment.
Are you proud of what you picked, or are you pissed at what you picked?
Proud of picks. We're gonna call this segment proud or pick. So we all made our picks last week. So we're gonna go with proud of picks. Since AJ introduced it, this was a segment I did by him. We're gonna let him go and start it off. You made a lot of picks last week. Some were right, some was wrong.
I
What
was
are you
right
proud?
more than I
What,
was wrong. We're not going. Let's not
that's
start.
debatable.
So
But that's
that's what we're here
debatable.
for. That's what we're here for. But we know what I was right about, and I called it from the beginning of the season, and I called it last week. And you see the title, Lamar fucking Jackson. I'm proud of how them folks came out. They ball. Lamar was throwing dimes all around that damn field.
He
They
did.
was they was under. They didn't have both offensive line. They didn't have a key defender. And like I said, Lamar is built for these games, man. He built for this shit. There was a lot more designed quarterback run options for him to get him comfortable and open the passing game for him. So I'm extremely proud of what I've seen in the Broncos. Not proud of that shit. I'm more proud of what I've seen in the Baltimore Ravens. I think, man, Baltimore really could go like on a 6-7-0 run. Like, for real, by their schedule they got. You know, so I got it in front of me, but when I looked over, they can really make some noise with that. So I'm proud as hell of that. Now, just as proud of Lamar, I am so pissed off at the motherfucking Jets defense. Now,
That elite
granted,
defense, you just
that elite
ooh.
defense, their elite defense,
Ooh.
and what it ain't the fact they gave up all them damn points. It was the fact they gave all of their points to Dak Prescott. I don't
Talk
think
about it.
that and then Sauce had one they chance to drop. Like they let
That
him
was
go out the
6.
game. They let him lead the game without an interception. I would be all right if they put 30 points, but they got a couple turnovers. I would have lived better with that. But man, I'm pissed off.
Dak
I'm
was
pissed
begging.
about that.
Dak was begging for a
I'm
turnover.
pissed. I'm pissed. Wasn't it like two they could have had? Like I'm
The
pissed.
sauce one was a touchdown.
That
Oh
was
my
yeah.
god. I'm pissed.
Legion of
That
Boom
pisses
would
me off.
never. You said it was,
Man,
Legion of Boom would never.
man,
No fly zone would never.
remember you get to talking, I get to come interrupt too.
85 Bears would never.
It just was crazy, man. I was pissed off watching that. Granted, they gotta do something with Zach Wilson. That ain't it. I ain't gonna hold you. Brees Hall getting 4 carries. That's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta do something. Even the Paris versus was coming. The offense line ain't that good, but you gotta do something, goddamn. Screen
That's
plays or something, goddamn.
that's on coaching.
Something.
That's on
Oh yeah,
coaching.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's fine.
Sideline
But
them got to look in the mirror. That's on coaching.
sound like my ass. Who on Hackett? It's
Hackett.
Hackett. Ain't he the offensive coordinator?
That's on
Hey,
Hackett.
salami.
sideline the head coach.
That's your head coach, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna put on my head coach.
You don't.
That man, no, I'm not putting on my head coach. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. Now, yeah, granted, he gave him that leeway. You don't know. He gave him the leeway. Hey, I think Sully just a goddamn. He's a defensive guy, and he's a
Mm.
good team manager. I don't see him trying to. I don't see him going to war with Hackett about run the ball. I see him really when he came over with Aaron, but he came for Aaron Rodgers. So when he came for Aaron Rodgers, he said, "Look, y'all take care of the offense. I ain't gonna step on y'all toes." Hackett get paid millions of dollars to coach. This ain't high school, fool. This ain't that. This is the NFL. You get paid millions of dollars to coach. Use your weapons. Help the goddamn backup quarterback out. Because he need all the help he can get. All the help he can get. Granted, Wilson got a touchdown, but that was more Wilson than was the other quarterback Wilson. But
It was a good throw. Good throw.
Yeah, fuck all that bullshit. The Jets defense was ass. They pissed me off.
Hold
Granted,
the Jets. Hold on.
I ain't giving up on them.
Hold
I
on,
ain't giving
hold
up.
on.
I ain't
It
giving up
ain't
on
even
them.
been 7 days till you just said that this. You just argue me the fuck down about this defense being historic, and you gonna
Okay.
fucking sit on here and tell our fucking supporters and me and Walt that defense is ass. Fuck out of here. I'm not letting you slide with that.
They
That defense
played
is ass.
ass. That
You
defense
say that.
played
You ain't
ass.
say they play ass. You said that defense is ass. You said you went
Well,
Shady
yeah,
McCoy.
if we going week 2, the defense ass. They got to show me week 3.
Hey, I like
Yes.
that. I
The-
like the
No,
attitude,
that
AJ.
that
You
that
right.
that Prescott that played against. But stop, leave me alone. That was Dak Prescott. Man, I'm not hearing that. Ass. No, week 3 we see something different. Week 2, as of right now, I'm pissed off.
So you have
Ass.
no respect for that Cowboys offense. I'm asking. Because you like that's Dak
No,
Prescott. So I'm
no,
just
no, no,
curious
no.
of
I,
your
no, no, no.
respect level for
I
Dallas's
was,
offense.
I wouldn't say zero respect. I like Pollard. I think Pollard can play. I think your boy every year he's been in the league, he took his steps up. Lamb.
CD?
I like Lamb. Yeah, every year he played in the league, he been taking steps forward.
Yeah.
It's Dak I don't fuck with, and it's Dak I don't trust. I ain't gonna put in the whole offensive line. I ain't gonna do the whole offense. I ain't gonna do them like that. It's Dak. But hey, kudos to him. Like you said, he tried to give up 2 picks, but he just couldn't do it for whatever reason.
Come on,
The
son.
Jets fucking defense couldn't make it happen. But hey, it's week 2. They gotta figure something out though, fool. That's what I'm pissed about.
Facts.
I'm gonna take it next, Walt. So I'm gonna keep this shit right here at home, man, and steady with it. What I'm proud of is them Atlanta Falcons win the game. I didn't expect them to win. Um, Shout out to the city. ATL, Eastside, Zone 6, all that good shit, man. Very proud of the Atlanta Falcons. I thought Green Bay would come in. Now, granted, once I seen the injury report going into the game and I seen no Aaron Jones, I'm gonna keep it a break. Once I seen no Aaron Jones and no Christian Watson, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a lot good about it. And no
Hold on.
Bakhtiari. And no
So you say
Bakhtiari.
1 and 10, how proud of you?
Want to
One
tell
and
I'm
10.
proud of him.
What your finger say, Walt?
Honestly, bro,
Deuces, peace.
I'm not proud. Listen, now, cause you asked me,
You
fuck that.
know, you're not
Nah,
proud.
fuck that. You asked, did you not just ask me? I'm about to
Yeah,
answer the
I
question.
seen Walt put his fingers up. I want to see what Walt was talking about. But go
Ah,
ahead. You can answer.
let me fucking finish. Fuck. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, as far as the performance goes, I'm not that proud. But I'm proud due to this is the exact type of game that Falcons have been losing. And for them to find out how to win this game and actually escape with the win, I'm proud of. So I'm gonna go to a high 8.5 on the proud scale for this week because even without Aaron
That's
Jones,
what
I
happened.
thought Green Bay was better. Jair
That's what
Alexander
happened
was
here.
was manning up Drake London. You understand me? I like the play calling early. Ritter came out throwing the ball. I like how they was balancing the offense. I was very happy about that. You understand? I did not like the red
What you got,
zone
David?
execution at all.
You got David?
I felt like the Falcons could have executed way better in the red zone. But all in all, on the proud factor, I'm proud because this is the type of game that all Falcons fans know we generally lose. And I think
That's
Arthur
what
Smith
happened.
executed the clock well late. He knew he was dealing with a limited quarterback, and he played to win that game by all means. I didn't like Young Ho Koo missing that kick. I think he falling off, but we gonna get into that
That
Young Ho.
boy cool.
Yeah, come on, Young Ho. So, but on the proud factor, man, I'm about an 8.5, 9 as
Hold
far as
on.
proud goes.
Question before you finish. 1 and 10, how surprised? 'Cause you said these are games that normally would lose.
Mhm.
So how proud? I mean, not proud, but how surprised were you that they actually
Watch,
pulled that game out?
watching the game at its like watching the game in its totality live. I'm not like a huge bit surprised because we were there all day and just weren't executing on certain plays and giving them certain gas plays that gave them life, like a Jordan Love scramble for 40 fucking yards on third down. It was all type of different shit that we kept giving them life at, but that
Yeah.
defense played well. You know what I'm saying? The defense played well. I would like to see more pass runs. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan Love had too much time in the pocket. But I'm just proud that they were able to escape with the win. You
For sure.
understand me?
Go Falcons, go.
What's up, Walt?
Can I hop in there just for 1 second?
Oh,
What's
he got
right?
ass. He got something to say.
No. The last thing Jeremiah said sums it all up for me. I'm just proud that they won. That's it. And for the second week in a row, I agree with everything that you said.
It's a trend. Y'all best
Because it was
friends now.
It's obvious. It's on display. If you know Falcons football, then you know what you watching.
Nobody know it more than
yeah.
y'all do.
No, AJ. No.
Shut the fuck
Last
up.
year,
Shut the fuck
2021,
up.
2020,
Nigga.
2019, we would have lost this game. We would have found a way to lose.
Oh, since the beginning of the fucking Falcons existence. Let's be clear.
Hold on. Hey,
Hey, Jimbo,
Jeremiah.
Bruh, man, ain't nobody does man. What? Man?
Hold on. One more thing. Jeremiah, you know what I just realized?
What's up?
This is the first, and this is according to AJ, this is the first time in a long time we beat a top 10 quarterback.
This is the first day. Yeah.
Hey, y'all
But-
did it. Y'all did it.
Top 10
Jair
quarterback doing
Alexander.
love.
Top 10.
That take didn't age very well going into week 2. But okay. Talk
All right,
about
one more, and I'm
week
done.
1 overreaction.
Jair and Sauce got something in common. They both dropped the pick 6. Because I don't know what the hell Ritter was thinking on that throw.
I don't know how Jair dropped that pick 6, bro, but I was glad he did.
Quay
But
Walker
y'all know
dropped
that's
one
my
too.
But that's my guy though. I say he best in the league. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he took that. That would have changed. I wouldn't be able to be as proud.
Exactly. Oh, that
Yeah,
one
bro.
game.
If bro
That's
would
why
have
I'm
dropped that
like-
pass.
Number 5.
But
yeah,
this next week is gonna tell it. They gotta go up to Detroit. I don't know how they gonna gut this one out. I don't know where I'm going. We'll talk about that once we get into picking the games for next week. But you know, just based off this week and this week alone, I'm proud.
Enough Falcon shit. What you pissed about?
Now I'm pissed that I fucking thought Joe Burrow was gonna bounce back. I picked the fuck, and part of that because he's the quarterback of one of my fucking fantasy teams. Weak ass. I thought Joe Burrow was gonna bounce back. I thought
Not
Joe,
against Baltimore.
Baltimore and Cleveland, bro. If you can't beat Baltimore or Cleveland, and those are the 2 teams in your division, it's kind of weird. But somehow, for the last 2 years,
I gotta look
they've
up
managed their way into the
how many-
fucking.
I wonder how
AFC.
many good y'all. But I wonder in regular season how many what's Lamar record against Joe Burrow?
it's 2
They
and
play
something.
each other in the-
Yeah,
He
he
only beat him twice?
beat him more than Burrows beat him. Yeah.
A lot more. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you trying to make a point?
No, I
No,
was curious.
'cause
I
Lamar
didn't
Is there
know.
a
no
point
Super
in
Bowl.
there?
I didn't know. I didn't know what the record was.
Well, so there was no
You
point in
sound,
there.
You sound defensive or something. Yo, you
I
okay?
ain't defensive.
I
I love Lamar. I'm just
asking.
asking, like, because you stopped the presses for that
I was trying to figure out why
basic
you
ass
picked
piece of
this game,
information.
so he gonna bounce back again. Like, come on.
I thought Joe. So I'm pissed. I thought Joe Burrow, and I thought that Jamar Chase would be able to take advantage of this Ravens defense that I wasn't sure about. That made me feel a lot more sure about them Sunday. They played hellified defense. They were rallying to the ball. Joe Burrow and that offense continues to struggle, and I'm pissed. I believed in them. That's all I
Y'all gotta
got.
stop the cap, bro. Granted, the offense they got rolling. What fucked them up is Joe Burrow got hurt, bro. They offense got rolling after they got that punt return. Like, I'm not even saying like no. Granted, after the punt return, they drove and threw a pick in the red zone. Granted, but after that, like Higgins, they got the ball going. Only thing that wasn't going was Jamar Chase. He wasn't able to get involved. But other than that, like they was decent offensively.
It's a big factor, right? That's a big factor to not get going. Jamar Chase, and I do feel like Cincinnati might have done Burrow a disservice. I do feel like Burrow is gonna have issues with that leg all year, and I think that that's gonna ultimately bother them. The offensive line, even though they have invested the resources and the fund, is not there, and they continue to let Joe Burrow get harassed, and he's not healthy enough
That
to
line ain't never been right.
maintain it. And I think that's gonna continue to hinder. And but Joe, you know how Burrow look. He Joe cool. He don't look cool these first 2 weeks. Nothing about him in that pocket looks cool. He look happy feet, like he can feel the pressure coming, and he could tell they not executing. And his body language. I never felt like they had a chance in that game after that fucking second quarter, bro. The body language wasn't giving me they was gonna win that game. Now I'm gonna leave it at that for the Bengals, man. I'm gonna slide it over to what, man. What you proud of and what you pissed at, dog.
All right, I'm gonna start my piss first, and I actually changed it from what it was gonna be. Bro, I'm pissed. Just hear me out, all right? I'm pissed, not at the Bears, but I'm pissed at Justin Fields. Bro,
I know you gonna feel you. That was your guy too.
yeah, I gotta
Them,
keep
you
my
did
Chargers
pick them
there
to
so
win the
they don't
division.
their
That's
money.
that's
But
yeah.
You did. Yeah.
Fields,
That's
You
his
went out
guy.
on a
bro,
limb too. I just knew you was gonna pick Green Bay because I knew you gonna play it safe. You went out on a limb
I'm
and
happy
picked
the Falcons
Justin Fields.
won.
I just ain't think you was gonna pick. I ain't think you was gonna believe the hype. You picked them to win the division.
Yeah, I
You did.
did. And here we
You
are, week
did.
2. Bro, we said that he needed an offensive line. Offensive line still ain't good, but they invested money into it. We said get him a legitimate weapon. They got him DJ Moore, who was good with
More
Sam
is him.
Darnold, Baker Mayfield. He's been good with 4 or 5 different quarterbacks. They done got him a host of running backs. They spent money on the defense. Bro, it's you. It's you. It's you, bro. He's
It's
not.
all him. No offensive
It's
play calling. It's all him.
exactly. It's the same
He,
thing I said last week. When are we gonna get a Fields game? Like when are we gonna get consistent games in a row of
yeah.
fuck being good, of you being solid? And I'm convinced maybe we just not gonna get it. Maybe the Falcons did the right thing. Maybe we did, and not. I don't mean to make it about the Falcons, but maybe we did. So I'm pissed at
What?
Fields. And I
Now
think
when you look who came after Pitts, even if it wasn't Fields, if we had other options,
yeah, Michael
Michael
Parsons
Parsons,
Who y'all
we're
end
gonna
up
leave it
getting?
alone.
That's neither here nor there. But
Yeah, we're gonna leave it
I'm
alone.
gonna just go with Fields. I'm gonna try to keep it short because I really am pissed because he went to Georgia. I'm a Georgia guy, and we've given him all these excuses. Oh, Kirby didn't let him start, over Jake Fromm, and then he go to Ohio State. Oh, it should have been a fumble with the Jeff Okuda play against Clemson, and then his first year it's like, oh, he's a rookie. Then his last year, oh, it's offensive line. It's like Mac Jones don't get no excuses. Trey Lance already got traded. Trevor Lawrence is thriving. Why the hell are we giving you excuses? So
Baker ain't getting no love. All that, yeah.
yeah, like it's
That's
just
yeah.
I don't know. It's like certain quarterbacks just get pacified, and I was
That's a
one of
good
the
point.
people pacifying Fields, but at this point, I'm just like, bro, it's you because DJ Moore was good with fucking Sam Darnold.
DJ
So
Moore was good with PJ Walker.
yeah, hey
I
PJ threw that shit.
like
He been throwing
I
PJ.
that
like.
shit.
I like PJ Walker. He can ball.
Yeah, he was throwing it. He better than Cam Newton. But yeah. So what I'm proud of.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I just
Don't
needed
do
a
that.
reaction. I
Don't
got
do
what I
that.
needed. Appreciate that.
Don't do that.
But
Don't do that. You
what
know
I'm
you playing with
proud
Killer
of,
Count like that.
what I'm proud of, real shit, is I guess it's just really 2 people, Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy. All we
Good
hear
one.
about when people talk Broncos, obviously outside of Sean Payton and the drama he has going with Russell Wilson, we hear about that defense. They put up, what was it, 35 on them
Mm-hmm.
with Sam Howell, who a lot of people thought was going to be a backup quarterback, a career backup.
Yeah.
And I ain't saying he had the game of his life, but he played a good game. And I'm telling you, you can see Bieniemy's imprint on that team. The more they get to play, he gonna take Ron Rivera's job. Washington gonna have a decision to
Ooh,
make.
you
Are
gonna
we
be
gonna
the
keep
8.
Riverboat Ron? Yeah. Are we gonna keep Riverboat Ron? Or are we gonna get this black man who should have had a coach?
Hold on.
I don't
Before
trust
Now,
it. I
hold on.
gotta
Hey,
see. I want you to be right, but I don't trust it.
Come
I
on, man.
don't
my
It's
think
time
thing.
to take
Washington
some
gonna
This
fun.
make
Let's
him
get it.
the head coach.
this my thing with the head coaching shit, right? Now, I would love to see blacks and minorities become owners and head coaches in the NFL. Absolutely. In all
Right.
Major League Sports, right?
Right.
But can we really, I'm not saying it's Airbnb, but can we be honest and say, just because you a hell of a coordinator, don't necessarily mean you're gonna pan out to be a hell of a head coach.
Dan
I'm not
Quinn.
But you deserve a chance,
Dan
bro.
Quinn is the perfect
You
example
did,
of that.
but I don't. Yeah, you
Yeah.
always get a chance. You don't have to pan out. They gonna see the
they don't
Philly,
like people
both
don't like him
Philly's
though, bro.
offensive and defensive head coaches last year
People
had
don't
one
like
year, and
him.
they both head coaches this year.
He did, in my opinion, from what I've read and from what the report people say, he needs a buffer. He
He needs
needs
some
like,
what?
hey man, he needs a buffer. He needs somebody to be like, hey man, y'all know how Bray is. Just chill out. We gonna win games. Just listen to him. I talk to him. He needs somebody between him and the players. My opinion, I don't think he should be the front guy to lead the charge because it's when you lose the locker room. I don't give a fuck how good your play calling is or how good but X and O's guy you are. When you lose the locker room, you lose the locker room. You gone. They gonna do the players run the organization more than head coach do, in my opinion. What I've been seeing. So based upon his personality and how the times is now, I don't think it'd be the best thing for be a head coach. Now, I would love to be wrong about it, but his personality, motherfuckers don't be liking him, bro.
While Walker's talking about that game, man, and we all giving credit to Washington for pulling that game out, I got to look at the other side of the ball. And I know y'all think I got a little beef with the Broncos. You know what I'm saying?
No, you got number
Um,
love for them folks, bro. Like you got number love for them. You
you know what
love
I'm saying?
dangerous.
Got nothing but
You
love for
love
'em.
Sean Payton.
Love Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying?
You
Love
bleed
him.
blue and orange like Shannon Sharp do, goddamn.
Come here. You understand me? But while we giving Washington that credit, looking at that game, I can't help but think about how the Broncos blew that 18-point lead at home.
Nah, that was
So the
bad.
Broncos are now 0-2 at home
They should have won both.
and should have. Y'all have lost to Jimmy Garoppolo's Raiders and Sam Howell's Washington Commanders at home to start your season. Mr. Sean Payton, that was the worst coaching job I ever seen. Coming in with all this energy and all this other. If we don't make the playoffs, I'll be pissed. And but about coming in with all this energy and bravado, and you guys are the most penalized team in the NFL through the first 2 weeks of the league. That's coaching. I don't care what you say. Is that not the worst coaching job we seeing being done this year? You guys are the most penalized team in the NFL to start the season. You
And he
guys
no
have
hold on, not
It's
Sean
up there.
Payton.
no.
It's
They're
up
the
there.
most. They're the most penalized team in the
Who?
NFL this season. The Denver Broncos.
Not no. Remember, no, not the nigga that was talking shit about last year's coach.
Yeah,
Was
not
about
the
to
dude who said that was the worst coaching job he ever seen. Yeah,
no.
yeah,
We ain't
yeah,
talking about them niggas.
yeah,
Go ahead on, fool. Watch
yeah.
out, fool.
The most penalized team in the NFL this year.
That's
You giving up
crazy.
leads
He
at
was just
home.
talking about shit about that man.
Come on,
Call
and
him out
then to get
for no reason.
into your press conference, and in my opinion, utterly blame deflect. I ain't like neither. You know what I'm saying? Took
What do you
none
say?
of it really. He 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 emasculated Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? And I can defend Russ if I wanted to. Russ numbers ain't bad. He's been better through these 2 weeks than he was the last 2 weeks. But
Threw a Hail
I mean,
Mary and
last
shit.
year is the start of the season. But he suggested that maybe we should wristband Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. He said Russ is having problems getting the plays in. I don't know. Maybe we should wristband it.
That's
Maybe we
crazy.
should wristband it
He
like he a
overdoing
college
it.
quarterback.
He overdoing it.
Talk about undressing your quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, now
That-
Russell
That's
Wilson's
too much.
number, aren't the best, but they aren't the worst. If I tell you he's 485 with 5 touchdowns and 1 interception through 2 games, that don't sound too bad. That's about
You
250
want
a
to say
You should be
game.
2-0.
The
you
five
want to say you want to say
touchdowns.
he's the problem at all.
No, because
You want to say he's
I
the
can't
problem.
say Russ isn't the problem because the issue, if I sit back and I dissect these Russell Wilson numbers, is the difference in the halves. You understand me? The first half is where Russell Wilson is obtaining these numbers. In the second half, of these 2 games. He's thrown his 1 interception along with only 1 touchdown to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? His completion percentage drops by half. So clearly Russell Wilson isn't closing out these games effectively. He gave up an 18-point lead to Sam Howell. You understand? But he was assisted by bad coaching by Sean Payton with all these penalties, a defense that let Sam Howell go put up 30 to 34 on them. You understand me? Like
Yeah, that was crazy.
it's a
35, yeah.
it's a failure all the way around. And I didn't like the way I felt like the coach went into that press conference and undressed his quarterback, regardless of the shit I talk about Russell Wilson. I didn't want to see it. For you to suggest that Russell Wilson should be wristband like he's a fucking high school quarterback, and because he can't get the plays in is disrespectful. And I didn't appreciate that from a Sean Payton who's done nothing this season but make the season about him. You understand me? He came in from the word go and made this season about him. He drew all the storylines. He called out the ex-head coach. He's done the most. You understand? He came out the first play of week 1 and went with his most famous play, the onside kick, which led to a score that ultimately ended up being the defining score y'all losing.
Yeah.
So he's made this season about him, and I feel like that's been a flaw, and I don't know what Denver's gonna do, but I'm very glad I'm not in that decision-making room, because when you owe a coach $100 million and a quarterback $500 million, I don't know. Y'all might want to sit and figure that out. You know what I'm saying? It's getting ugly.
But when do you say, all right, fuck it, the building's just gonna burn the fuck down, let's get out? Like when how far along in the season? Like what do you have to see for you? Like, yeah, it's not gonna work.
Man, I don't know what they gonna wait for, bro. Cause I thought it was a lot of bullshit when people was like, Russell Wilson won't finish the season. But listening to Sean Payton in that press conference, seeing the way they've lost the 2 games and looking at their schedule, bro, they go to Miami next week. They're gonna get dragged. You understand me? Then they bounce back home to the Jets. I have no reason to think that the Jets can't go in there and win that game. Then they got Green Bay. I'm just saying I have no reason that they have. I can't. You lost to Jimmy Garoppolo's Raiders and Sam Howell's 49ers. I mean, Sam Howell's Washington Commanders. You can lose to anybody. You lost those 2 games at home. So any of these games are, and then after you get done with Green Bay, you go to the Bills. You got Cleveland, you got Kansas City, you got the Chargers, you got the Patriots, you got the Raiders again, you got the Chiefs again. I have no reason to think this team will make the playoffs, and I have no reason to think that
no favors.
I think that they'll fall off.
You got to win them first 2.
Come on, man! Like it's
that's ugly.
It's ugly for these boys, man. So I have no reason.
Who they
to
backup
think.
quarterback?
They got a backup quarterback. Damn, who's the backup? It's a backup he is. He the backup for the Raiders last year. Fuck. We'll see him soon. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take up too much time by this shit, man. All the relationship between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson is deteriorating in front of our eyes, and I would hate to be in management of the Denver Broncos and have to sit there and figure out what I'm gonna do with, because Russ has no trade bait.
Nah.
Nobody wants Russell Wilson on that contract.
Not with that contract. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
somebody would pick him up if he was cheap and you could just, you know what I'm saying, try Russell Wilson out. Sure. Let's see if he got anything left. But at that ticket, fuck out of here. So I don't think nobody's like the number. And then, bro, this, if it wasn't for Deshaun Watson, which we about to get into, this could go down as the worst trade in the last 10 years, and it still might. But that Deshaun Watson trade is to be determined.
I think
so let's piggyback into that.
Yeah.
Let's piggyback into that. Monday night football. Monday
Go
Night
ahead.
Football went down. You understand? Monday Night Football went down. We had the Cleveland Browns going on the road to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, hold on. The Steelers ended up pulling it out 26-22. Did y'all watch the game?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I was tapped in.
I watched it.
I'm mad Nick Chubb went down. That hurt them, bro.
It hurt to
Man,
see
you knew what
Chubb
I was
go
about
down
to
like that.
say.
Yeah,
He was
they hurt
gashing
That was
them.
the
him.
other thing
He
I
was
was pissed
gashing him.
about.
He was killing them, bro.
He had 10 for 67. He was there come like he was gashing him like
He was
that was
And
the
he was
killing them,
finna
energy.
bro.
score.
He was about to
finna score.
score.
Killing them.
Yeah,
He was killing them.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go
And
ahead.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying, Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna give him more time. I ain't gonna just throw him all the way right now because he did make some good throws. But I must admit, he don't look as athletic. Some of the tackles I'm used to seeing him miss, he was getting tackled. And like he was getting away, but he was like, I'm used to him breaking more tackles and turning a negative to like at least 10, 15 yards.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
That face mask was egregious, man. The first one was very egregious. It pissed me off because they had just got out of third and long, and Amari Cooper made a great catch on the sideline. And
A
then that
great
run
kid.
right there was about to put them in 3rd and 2, and he was well out of bounds and face mask that man. Like that was the most unnecessary face mask in the world and backed them up. Then he comes back the next drive after having a punt on that drive and face mask again. Like he just grabbed the nigga by a face mask and like do
Yeah,
y'all
that was
think
funny. That was
I've
funny.
never seen have y'all ever seen a quarterback do back to back face masks on a nigga? Like I'm like,
Nah.
dude,
I haven't. The second one,
If they
when I saw
mad,
that,
the,
they'll grab it.
it was like he did it, but it was like, oh, I got that man. It was like it was an accident, but they weren't like, oh shit, to move my hand back. They was like, fuck it, I'm already here. And he hit the nigga down to the ground.
he slung the
That
nigga
shit,
down and made the
that
throw
shit
and
was
shit.
funny.
I'm like, this
That shit was
nigga.
funny as hell. That shit was fucked up. It was funny though. It was funny. I ain't gonna throw him away. I ain't gonna throw him away. Like Amari Cooper still showing he's the number one receiver, make tough catches, run
Mark
good
Cooper
routes.
look good.
Um, damn, Chubb went down though.
Chubb, that
Damn,
hurt.
Yeah,
Chubb
that
That
went
shit.
down.
hurt.
I
But I
wouldn't. I
will
That
say
wouldn't
hurt.
give
that,
a
that
damn bet.
division, let's be clear, the North don't look strong at all outside Lamar
Week
Jackson.
2. Week 2.
Because
But
week two,
all the divisions, it's funny because all divisions that everybody was hyping up and thought would start strong. Then
yeah.
the East looked crazy without Aaron Rodgers. The
NFC
Bills
South
lost
got.
one. The Patriots 0-2. And then you look at the week on NFC South and you got 3-2-0 teams.
That's
Like
crazy.
it's
Nobody
funny
else,
to
nobody saw that shit coming, bro.
like it's funny how this shit
Nobody,
breaks.
nobody saw that
Not the
shit.
Back
Falcons.
to Cleveland and Pittsburgh, man. Shout out to JJ Watt, man. That was a defensive game, yo. Outside of a couple big crazy splash plays, that was a total defensive game. Denzel Ward looked great. Mika
He did.
Fitzpatrick was everywhere. 39 was all over that fucking field. Like you seen Mika, even
Bro, run for real.
when Buddy broke that run, and I thought he was gonna score, and Deshaun Watson tried to block him. Minka just tossed his ass and killed it like he hawked his ass down. Minka Fitzpatrick,
He
39
been
was
a dog.
everywhere.
He been
Yeah,
a dog to me,
even
bro.
Well,
unfortunately on the play that put Nick Chubb out. You know what I'm saying? He
I got
hurt
a random.
himself on the
I got a random
goddamn
question
play.
for y'all.
What's up?
Random question. Random question just for y'all too. Cause I fought with Minka too. Y'all got Minka or Derwin?
I'll take Minka.
Don't ask me that. I'm a
He gonna
Derwin
go
James.
Derwin.
Derwin James.
I knew
my
what
guy.
AJ was
Don't
gonna
ask me
say.
that. Derwin James,
I got
my
Minka,
guy.
bro.
I like Derwin, but as a
But
pure
it's a lot
football
of
fan,
safeties though, because I ain't hold you. I like Buda Baker. He like my favorite safety in the league.
Buddha ain't fucking with Minka. I like Buddha.
Minka not a safety though.
Minka is a ball hog and a thumper and a cover guy and a run
He's a
stopper
defensive
and
back.
he does it all like me.
Minka go crazy, fool. I ain't gonna take nothing from
Minka and Derwin are defensive backs. I can't limit them to just safety. They do all that shit.
Right. Right, right, right. I would like to see Derwin be getting that dress sometimes, having to guard Kelsey like any other safety would. I would like to see Minka versus have the because ain't too many
He
real.
dropped
Nah,
Kelsey
he be
though.
having to deal with Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews do be getting them sometimes. Like that'd be a battle. Like yeah,
When
yeah,
he healthy,
He
man.
dropped.
God damn.
Who
nah, for
that? Mark
sure.
Andrews.
But
Yeah.
just to before we get off of this game, and like I was saying about the Russell Wilson trade. Deshaun Watson didn't look good, bro. I'm giving him a little more time too, but because I love Deshaun Watson, I'm a Deshaun Watson fan. But I don't think this was the right situation for him or the right head coach. I don't like this playbook. When he was in Houston, he ran more of a spread offense. This Stefanski offense, a little more condensed, a little more I form based, and
Cause predicate to that damn run. It's
exactly, but
Nick
now
Chubb.
now that Chubb is
They
out,
gotta change.
now that Chubb
They
is out, I
gotta
really don't
change
like
that
it.
shit
But
up.
even with a clean pocket, I watched Deshaun miss throws. I watched Deshaun miss throws that he usually would put in his back pocket, and I
You
watched him
know,
not. He hasn't looked settled yet, bro. Since he came back, if you include last season into this season, I haven't now once seen that Deshaun Watson that I seen in Houston. That
I
was
ain't gonna hold you. You know who was throwing dimes all around the field? Man, Lamar Jackson.
Hey, dude,
He
what's up,
was
man?
throwing
bro. We
fastballs,
done we done talked about
curveballs.
Lamar
He
already,
was
bro.
putting like, bro, you got
We already talked
Yeah,
about
yeah, we
Lamar
good. We
already.
done talked about it. We know.
We done talked about
against
Lamar already.
Burrow. Against that man, come on.
But I
We
mean,
all fuck with
people.
Lamar, AJ.
Yeah,
But my last
Everybody
point
on
on
here fucks
Deshaun
with Lamar,
Watson.
AJ.
yeah,
My last
Lamar.
point on Deshaun Watson,
Lamar
man.
MVP.
My last point on Deshaun. We get so caught up in how much he got paid. He still got the most guaranteed money ever. We get so caught up in his number and what Cleveland paid him that we totally ignore the fact that they gave up 3 first-round
Oh
picks.
yeah, yeah, for
Like
sure.
people,
It wasn't
people
just the money.
people never talk about that. We always highlight the fact that they paid him. Yes, they paid him. You know what I'm saying? But we never talk about the fact that they gave up 3 first-round picks in order to acquire him. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't come back into the Deshaun Watson of old, then this could go down as one of the worst trades ever. As
Just because of your money
for
and
what
that
you
you gave
paid
up.
him and what you
Yeah.
gave up to get him,
I hope
and
that the case.
for you to
I
be in
pray
the
that the
same
case.
predicament you were year in and year out with a Baker Mayfield or Jacoby Brissett or like a mediocre quarterback for what you gave up to get him and the team that you assembled around him, this defense can win a Super Bowl. That Cleveland defense is real.
That pass,
Zadarius Smith on
that
the
pass
other
was
side of
crazy.
Miles Garrett is
That pass was
nasty.
crazy, fool.
Denzel Ward is $100 million cornerback, and
For
rightfully
sure.
so.
For
He's
sure.
a shutdown
He been
himself.
got paid. He
And
been
that
got paid.
linebacker core flies around. This you can't run on him. Najee Harris had one fucking run for 10 yards.
Nah,
Other
for
than
sure.
that, he got nothing. This Cleveland defense is legit. You know what I'm saying? This Cleveland defense is legit as fuck.
Nah, for shit, sure.
Let's walk back in.
But
But
that's
this
my thing.
Cleveland
What
defense is legit
real
as fuck. This Cleveland defense can win a Super Bowl.
let me ask you a
This
question.
Cleveland.
Here's a good
So if Deshaun Watson, for what you pay him, and the 3 first-round draft picks
I'm
you
back.
gave up to acquire him, if he's just a mediocre quarterback giving you the same production that Baker Mayfield and Jacoby Brissett was giving you, then this could go down as arguably the worst trade ever. Not even close.
who do you feel more bad for? The Jets fans or the
Jets.
Browns fans?
Jets. Jets. He got injured. Jets. He got injured.
Like you mean like this year or just as a fan base
As of right
overall?
now, like they built all this shit around.
Oh
They
no! Right
Jets.
now, it's definitely the Jet. It's the hype around Jet. As a whole, I feel bad for the Browns fans,
you
man.
got that man towards Achilles that was 39, 40 years old, bro. Like this
No,
nigga ain't 28 towards Achilles, bro. That's gonna take a minute for him to get back right.
yeah,
That ain't gonna. That ain't that. But he did
it's
say. Now I was surprised that he gonna try to be back for the playoffs. I don't know if they're gonna be making the playoffs.
nah.
Nah,
I don't foresee it.
But he definitely trying to get back to the playoffs. We gonna see. But shout out to Lamar Jackson.
So we're gonna slide, man. We're gonna get into the defending Super Bowl champs. Patty Mahomes had his guys back. He had Chris Jones back. He had Travis Kelce back. They went down south to Florida to Duval. You know what I'm saying? They went down to Jacksonville to see the team that we all picked to win the AFC South. We all picked Jacksonville to win the AFC South. It was one of our unanimous picks.
Who said that? Who said that?
You picked Jacksonville. It was unanimous. It was on camera.
Who you picked? Who you didn't pick? Tennessee?
He definitely picked Tennessee. He picked.
Yeah, he's gonna be back.
Oh, to my Aaron Rodgers?
Walk breaking up
like a motherfucker. What you say, fool?
You gotta get out of that hot spot, Walk.
Now he got that T-Mobile motherfucker.
That T-Mobile motherfucker. Nah, man, but
go ahead with the guy.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay on it, man. The Kansas City Chiefs, man, they went down to Jacksonville, man, to see Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, Trayvon Walker, you know what I'm saying, and the almighty Jacksonville Jaguars. Chiefs, it was an ugly game, man. It was a very ugly game. Chiefs ended up gutting the game out. They won 17-9. No touchdowns for Jacksonville. And I'm gonna ask you this first, AJ, because I'm curious. Was it bad Chiefs? I mean, was it bad Jaguars or good Chiefs?
Yeah, you know I'm going with. They was able to move that ball up again on that defense. They had no problem getting to the red zone. I believe they just had to convert. Like we all know that you can't beat Pat Mahomes with kicking field goals. They would convert them past them field goals into motherfucking touchdowns. Now, granted, even for the what's name game, that kicked 5 field goals against that Jet defense. You see what I'm saying? I still feel for them to get in that situation, I would still give the nod to the Cowboys offense versus the Jets defense. Same thing with this fucking team with Kansas City. Like, he had no problem getting to the red zone. He had no problem at all. If he would convert them field goals and touchdowns, we're talking about something completely different. Now, granted, Chris Jones, he looked back. He looked like that's something they've been missing. It was great seeing him. It was great seeing him come back and ball. But in my opinion, man, the Kansas City they in trouble. And far-wise, as of right now, we know they're gonna pick it up when it's about December and January getting here. But right now, they don't give me that dominant feel like I'm used to getting from them.
I mean, obviously they're probably not giving you that dominant feel. They are driving 35 and 36 on people's heads right now. Wall, you back? Can you hear us?
I'm back. Internet going stupid.
It's all good. It's all good. AJ was basically just saying he get more credit. I mean, he putting the blame on the Jaguars for blowing that game more than credit to the Chiefs. Offense is stagnant. Defense didn't stop them from getting to the red zone. Which, okay, they got in the red zone several times and they definitely failed to convert. But a lot of those failures to convert was defense, bro. You had a couple in the back with Calvin Ridley not being able to get his foot down, but that was deep.
That catch right there would have goddamn fucked the game.
But it's one of them catches, bro, that niggas make or miss every week. You got to get your feet in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but outside of that, the other ones was Trevor missing. Let's start there. Trevor was missing throws. You know what I'm saying? Trevor missed a couple bad ones. And a lot of them that you can appreciate was great defense, using the end zone as a second and third defender and playing the boundaries and not allowing them to get nothing in front of you. Like, it was great defense being played along with the pressure. Yes, Chris Jones is back. I think that they got to Trevor a little early. Them linebackers was flying around. They never let the running game get going. Chris Jones is just a difference maker, bro. And you can see Like he's just electric.
It's gonna
Like
be
he's
all
just electric.
season.
On the
It's gonna
on
be
a
all
big on a
season.
big play, you can see it coming. You can see 95 big ass coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what if it's a big play, 95's coming, and he's either going to get to your quarterback or affect your quarterback. He's gonna
Yeah,
rush him out of his process, or he's gonna get his hands on him. You know, and
for
he
sure.
did it time and time again. And with him being back, bro, it made me feel like this Kansas City defense that I anticipated being top 10, I think might be top five. I mean, they might be top five, bro. They might be top five, bro. You know what I'm saying? They might be top two in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, when I look at the way McDuffie is playing on the back end, I think about Chris Jones being back. I think about them having one of the best linebacking cores that don't get talked about with Nick Bolton and Willie Gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, these two niggas are everywhere. I think about all the rookies that's making impact with Karlaftis and I just see the way they're playing, bro. They have played two of the highest scoring offenses in the NFL. Detroit managed one touchdown against them. Jacksonville managed zero touchdowns against them. You know what I'm saying? So obviously this defense is doing something. They're generating pressure. They got Spagnola, one of the best defensive minds in NFL history. Um, and it's just showing. And they got 95 back. So I'm gonna say good defense. I'm gonna say good Chiefs win as far as the defense is concerned. If you telling me that the offense ain't clicking right now and the passing game ain't where it need to be, I'm gonna accept that as something that I expect Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid to figure out by week 3 or 4. So if they still winning games while the passing game ain't figured out, I trust that'll get fixed. I don't feel no worries about the Chiefs. Go ahead, Walt.
Oh, I don't got nothing to add to that.
For sure.
I got nothing to add to
For
that. I
sure.
do think I agree that it was good Chiefs defense.
I
Cause
got
like,
something you might want to speak on though. Did you speak on this already? Did you go Bears Bucks?
yeah, I spoke on Justin Field.
You did. You
Yeah.
said you talked about Justin Field. You did. You talked about
Hold
Justin
on, hold
Field.
on, hold on. Let me ask you a question because you said shit before. You said you like this Tampa Bay Baker
Mm.
Mayfield.
I like Tampa
Speak
Baker.
on it. You know, don't act like you ain't fucking with Baker Mayfield so far.
I like Tampa Baker, man. I like Tampa Baker. It's been the energy. Like I've been watching these games and I've been rooting for them fuckers to lose because I wanted to be the lone 2-0 team in the division. And these fuckers keep finding a way to fucking win. And Baker Mayfield's been tough, man. Baker Mayfield has been finding Mike Evans. He has been cautious with the ball. He's managed his turnovers. The defense is playing well. I am impressed with Tampa Baker. He been talking shit. He been running for first downs and getting hit, telling us get their weight up.
Look, uh,
I'm liking the energy. I'm liking the energy.
that Ben Baker. But
I'm
it's
like
good.
that's a
It's good to see
fact.
him see have
That's a
success.
fact.
It's good to see him have success early.
But that's the difference winning makes. You win, people like that shit. When you come in, you go 2-0 when everybody expects you to be 0-2, and you popping shit and you winning at the same time. That shit go a long way. That shit
Absolutely,
go a
I
long
agree.
way.
I
You
agree,
know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, um, I'm gonna go to a game AJ wanted to speak on. Man, we had the Seattle Seahawks flying into
Oh,
Detroit to see them Lions, man, and went to overtime. But the Seahawks pulled it out in Detroit, 37-31. AJ, how you feel about that game?
uh, I like Detroit. I thought it'd be a good game. I just believe that saying Seattle was gonna pull it out. Shout out to Tyler Lockett. Hey man, DJ Metcalf could I feel they supposed to be going to burn on times, but shout out to Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is a solid receiver. But DJ Metcalf, it disappointing seeing him not make them plays late in the stretch. But granted, I got Pete Carey got him, bro, got his offense, got their mind right. They put the game out. I was just very proud. that was my proud moments that I picked that game to be a close game, and that the Seahawks was gonna pull that game out against a good Detroit team.
You remember what we said about? Oh my bad. Well, hold on, just
No,
real
go
quick.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
You remember what we said about Trey Lance and Brock Purdy? How Trey Lance that bad bitch that just come. You done spend all your money on her. You done paid her. She fine. She like she can do all this other shit. She got everything you want. She stacked, but don't produce. That's DK Metcalf. That's DK fucking Metcalf. Tyler Lockett always been Miss Faithful. Tyler Lockett always is the girl at the crib with the bomb pussy and a hell rap that make you grits and bacon in the morning, nigga. And
You good, bro?
goddamn, bro, just yeah, Tyler Lockett been the bottom bitch for Seattle. With Russ,
Man, that's
after Russ,
crazy.
all of
That's
that.
crazy.
Tyler Lockett is him. Like DK Metcalf have all the measurables, all the talent, all the wild shit, all the Madden ratings type shit. But he's never been him when it mattered. You know, it's always been DK.
That's
Um,
that's that's the that's saddening for me. Cause DK can really ball, but it just like the moments, bro. Steve Smith brought to my attention. He said something before, and I was like, damn, I ain't noticed it. And as soon as he started seeing it, I said it, I started seeing it. And you start seeing Lockett late in the game. He the go-to man to goddamn close shit out. He the closer. And you can't be saying you the man number one receiver. You can't even goddamn come through for your team the way Lockett come through. So
yeah, man.
it's saddening seeing it.
Tell him, man, that shit crazy, but Tyler Lockett, that bottom bitch, boy, that good bottom, boy.
She be in the
Always,
house.
I
Don't
clean
never
the
go
house.
outside.
Nah, for
Ain't never
sure.
outside. She ain't
Wash
twerking.
your clothes, nigga. You talking about, do you
She say
wash your drawers,
for
nigga?
Instagram. For
Yeah,
Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm
Hold
talking
it
about
down.
they come through, but you know you can come through there and get a meal and some pussy. You know what I'm saying? She gonna come through in the clutch. You understand
For
me?
sure.
What's up, Wall? What say you, man? And now all I
Y'all
got to
done,
say to finish that game, good win by the Seahawks. I hated to see Jared Goff streak of not throwing the interception. I hate to see that go. He threw a pick in that game. He was on. He was like third all time as far as records go as consecutive passes without an interception. So that record's off the table, but good run
Jared
for
Goff is
him.
he's a good quarterback to me.
Yeah, yeah. Good
He's
win,
solid.
Seattle.
nah, y'all said it all now. I'm good.
He's good.
I'm good. Y'all
Nah,
done said
you
it
gotta
all.
Y'all
start the
got some
next
shout
one.
outs. Y'all got some shout outs for the week.
Oh, you know I got one. You know where y'all
I
both know
got
where
two
I'm
on the
going.
low.
Yeah,
I got two.
throw the shout outs up.
Shout out to my motherfucking boy Desmond. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Shout out to Bill Belichick, man. I know they lost, but who the hell else is about to hold Tyreek to 40 yards?
They gonna still that formula though.
I just hate
I
that
tell
the
you that
Patriots.
much.
Maybe
That
I'm a
shit
secondary
pissed me off.
Patriots
I don't
fan,
want to talk about it.
bro. I hate that the Patriots had
It's
to
gonna be a
start
good
with
game.
the. I had to have to
But
start with the Eagles and the Dolphins, bro. Like, but ain't nobody else holding the Dolphins to. Ain't
I
nobody else
didn't,
holding Tyreek to 40 yards.
and they deserved
And
another
it's not like
chance. I
Waddle
didn't
had
like that.
Waddle had
That
big
that
attempts.
lateral, he got that first down. They should have let that rock. I didn't like them calling that dead. That lateral on that last
Yeah, I
play.
agree with that. I agree.
That's not what replay
Yeah.
was for. Replay ain't there to fucking overturn
Yeah.
call that was made on field that don't change possession.
Yeah.
They should have
Yeah.
let that rock
Right.
like that, and that looked it clean. Like they should have let that game rock. I would have liked to see them
Yeah.
get opportunity to go tie
Yeah.
that game up and get it to overtime. You know what I'm saying? That was a
Agreed.
great lateral, great thinking in the moment to get that back,
Very
and
great.
I
Because he
felt
was
like
not
he
gonna
got
get
there.
yours.
I didn't like how that game ended. Good call, but good
Yeah.
shout out. So
I
you
didn't.
shouting out You shouting out Belichick even in the loss.
They
Yeah.
gonna be out there. They gonna be the
Oh, and
playoffs.
one more.
Game
That's a
ain't gonna
wild card.
play.
That's gonna be a wild card game.
Bijan. Shout out to Bijan. Bro,
First 90 yard
Bijan is a
game.
baller, bro. Bijan is a baller, bro.
He getting paid like it.
Yeah.
No, that's because ain't no
That
other
shit you
running
said
backs getting
about him being paid the most
paid.
is crazy.
As a rookie, that's hard.
He get paid more than all of them for real. AJ said that shit. I was like,
Annually,
come on,
his
I ain't
annual
Yeah,
ain't
for
salary is
this
more.
year,
Bijan
His
getting
for this
annual
13
year,
salary is
again.
more
Ain't
than any other
nobody else
running
getting
back this year.
13.
Disrespectful. But those are two good shout outs,
That shit
man.
is
AJ,
crazy.
where you going with your shout outs, man? I got an idea, but I'm gonna let you go.
I got two. You know one of them. I'm going to pop it off. That boy Shiloh motherfucking Sanders, Pat
Jets
12,
defense and who
the
else?
player of the goddamn week. Hey man, shout out that man for sure. Pat 12 player of the week, man. Pick six in the close game, forced fumble, 4 tackles, 4 solos. We'll take it. Shout out to that boy Shiloh. And my second shout out, I ain't never been a big fan of homie, but when I heard that stat, it was borderline mind blowing. TJ Watt, 7 seasons in, is the leading sack holder
You
for the
took my
Pittsburgh
shit.
Steelers.
Yeah,
That's huge.
Who
That's
for the
yeah,
big money.
franchise?
yeah.
Yes.
He's the franchise leader in
The
sacks.
He's
7
7 years in
seven
with
years in, fool.
82 sacks.
82
Like,
in
fool.
7 years?
7 years, fool. Like, when I
That
heard
might
that,
defensive
I'm
player
like,
of the year.
He took mine.
when I heard that, I'm like, whoa, cause you know, us growing up, Pittsburgh always been known for defense. For this man to come in I thought if somebody would tell me that, I thought that would at
Leave
least
your
take homie
green
like
shit.
12, 13
12,
years
15,
to
yeah.
a whole career to make that accomplishment. For you to make that comment in 7 years, and you're gonna put that bar so far up that motherfucker ain't gonna be able to touch that bitch no
They're
time
not.
soon. Man, that's remarkable. Shout out to motherfucker TJ Watt, man, them Watt brothers. Hey man, they parents they did some shit. I wonder what they did when they made them kids. I need to do the same damn
Nah,
thing.
them white boys going crazy.
Nah, that's
I need the
Um,
same goddamn thing. My babies. No cap.
um, you took mine, so I'm gonna go on the spot, and I'm gonna give a big shout out to Daniel Jones. The way that the Giants season started was horrid, and for y'all to get outscored by damn near 60 in the first 6 quarters of the season, but for him to come back and manufacture that second half on the road at Arizona to beat Arizona
Oh,
31 to
they did come back.
28,
They did come back and
that
beat
was the
Arizona.
largest comeback in
Saquon was
Giants
hurt too, ain't
history.
it?
It was the largest comeback in Giants history. I didn't even know
They
that.
won 28-31. That's a fact. They did
Like,
come back.
he came back and he made a little history in the second half. He's the only quarterback to throw for 250, throw for multiple touchdowns, and run for a touchdown in one half. You
Did
know what I'm
Saquon get hurt that
saying?
game? Saquon straight.
That's what I said. Now
Saquon's hurt, but
Saquon out.
he got an ankle sprain. He's gonna be out 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
He'll be back.
Okay.
But for him to manufacture that second half, make a little history, like I said, throw for at least 250, at least 2 touchdowns, run for a touchdown, and at least 50 yards, all in the second half. You know what I'm saying? To come back on the road with
That's great.
Saquon being hurt. I'm gonna give a little love to Danny Dimes, man. He take a lot of heat when he be fucking up. So I'm gonna
For
give him a
sure.
little love when he doing this thing. So
For sure,
shout out
Lamar.
Danny Dimes for pulling that game out of his ass, man.
For sure,
Um,
Lamar.
so as we tapping out of this week 2, man, how y'all feel out, man, as a whole about this week, man? Before we get in week 3, man. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I feel
They
like,
need to start making preseason.
mate, what?
They need to start playing preseason games. I'm not liking the slow start to offenses.
Yeah, facts. I told y'all that. Yeah. Niggas need to play.
What you about to say though?
I was actually about to do one more shout out to Arthur Smith, bro. Like, bro, when you go for it on fourth down, the way hear me out. When you go for it on fourth down, the plays that Arthur Smith was calling, you really got to be willing to stand on that and stand with the criticism that come with it. He ran the same fourth down play twice to Bijan and got
Nah,
it
for
both
sure.
times. And you know, when you get it, you're a genius. When you don't get it, it's why the fuck did you go for that? So for him to drop his nuts and do that shit, I still don't fuck with him, but I can respect it.
He's not your man. That ain't
Still
your man.
don't fuck with him, but you
And
can go there.
the Patriots are still gonna make the playoffs.
They're gonna be a wild card.
The Patriots
They
not
are.
making the playoffs.
Because it's like
You still owe me a
Eagles
ball of
game.
DeLeon.
All right, next time we in person, I got the ball.
Walk don't pay no bets, bro. Like you going to cancel Christmas.
I ran my mouth like 2 days ago.
You ain't run shit. Walk back. That's who in 10th grade, fool. He don't pay no bets, fool.
Well, the
They ain't
Patriots
even
not
time
making
to
the
talk about
playoffs
that.
yet again. They did make it last year.
They gonna make the wild card, fool.
They not making the fucking playoffs, bro. They done lost 2 division games off the muzzle. No, they
No,
lost 1
they lost to
division
the
game.
Eagles the first game.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a
Yeah,
division game.
And if the nigga know how to get his
they
damn
get to see
foot
him.
down,
Yeah.
They
let's
gonna
get
be
into
all
week
right,
2.
fool.
I'm done week 2. That shouldn't have passed. My team 2-0. Let's go.
Let's go, man. And just like that, we gonna slide out of week 2. We gonna get smooth into week 1. I'm gonna hit y'all
Week
with a
3.
ball level bar from the late great Miss Coretta Scott King. You feel me? Hate is too great a burden to bear. It injures the hater more than it injures the hated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Miss Coretta Scott King. Get that hate out your heart, all you hating ass niggas. It's hurting you more than it's hating us. We appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, y'all fucking with us. Drop it down low. Y'all got anything for the folks before we go, man? What's going on?
Nah, man, just excited to keep it going forward. See y'all boys with Friday.
Let's go
My
UGA.
man.
UJ my ass.